Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Seth, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing / rating the movie How to Make a Killing. Now for the rating, it'll be out of 5 stars, with half of a star being the lowest it can go, to 5 stars being the highest that it can go. Now, I do want to give some disclaimers before we start this video. The first one being that I am going to be talking about the movie, so there will be some spoilers. Second one being that these are just my opinions and my takes on the movie. If you do not like them, that's fine. If you do, then that's great. Now let's get on to the video. This movie is directed by John Patton Ford, and the cast also stars Glen Powell as Beckett Redfellow, Margaret Qualley as Julia, and Jenna Hemwick as Ruth. Now, synopsis of this movie is Beckett's mom, Mary, was born into a very wealthy family named the Redfellows, and how they got their wealth was from doing finance. So, when she was very young, she got a baby out of wedlock. And after that, her parents and her family members disowned her, not giving her the wealth and the inheritance she was going to have. But with her son Beckett, she always told him growing up that he was going to inherit it someday and stuff like that. So throughout this movie, he tries that. He tries to get that inheritance and that wealth. Now this movie is comedic, has some action in it, and witty. It's one of those movies that you think it's gonna go one way, but then goes the opposite way and keeps you on your toes, and I like that stuff. Now I think this movie too also, since it's talking about wealth and wealthy family members, it does show some types of people. Like for one instance, you got the partier who, parties a lot, buys a lot of his money for drugs or going on little flights to go to other countries and parties, stuff like that. Then also too, you got the other person that's pretentious, but he's not talented or creative, but he thinks he's talented and creative and tries to make art and calls himself an artist and stuff like that. And of course too, you also have the psychopathic narcissist, other rich people too that you get to see in this movie. I think this movie too also talks about how, and it shows too with some scenes and as the movie goes on, about how once you have a goal and stuff like that and you're so goal focused and you get that tunnel vision, you don't really ever get to stop and just cherish the little moments you have, because once you get that goal, what's next? And also too, if that goal is to get a lot of money, once you get that money, you're still kind of depressed and sad. Yeah, you have financial freedom and you get to do whatever you want with that money, but once you die too, that money's not going with you to the afterlife. And it shows you that a little bit in this movie too. It also talks some other things too about how I think once you are so goal focused too, and you're tunnel vision, once you get that goal and you achieve and you stop at nothing to get that goal, you become the thing you kind of hated once you get that goal. And you kind of start to change as a person. And throughout this movie too, you'll get to see that with Glen Powell's character, in a sense, with how his costumes are, to how he interacts and how he even does his hair. Now onto the technical aspects of the film. Glen Powell does a phenomenal job with his facial expressions. I mean, there was one scene where he has to persuade something and he does it such a good job that I was in that movie going, wow, I really feel just that emotion that he's trying to persuade. And also too, I think Glen Powell is just such a great actor. He's really gonna go places. I mean, everything I've seen him in, I've really enjoyed him. And he's very charismatic in this movie. Same goes for Margaret Qualley. She is so charismatic. In every movie she's been in, she's been a star and just a really good actor. Both of them, Glen Powell and Margaret Qualley, really are showing you that their skills in this movie, I think personally. Also too, John Patton Ford also did help write this too, and as I say, he kept me on my toes with, you think it's gonna go one way, but it goes the other way. So yeah, My rating for this would be a 3.5 out of 5. As I say, I think the writing and how they did it with keeping you on your toes, with Glen Powell and Margaret Qualley's acting skills, they do such a good job. Also too, I just had a really fun time watching this in a movie theater. I had a great theatrical experience. When there was funny moments, people would laugh and I would laugh. When there was shocking moments, people would go, you know, and stuff like that. It was just a great time all around watching this movie. So yeah, that's my movie, that's my review and rating on it. Thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and goodbye!